Shirk means ascribing a partner or rival to Allah in lordship, worship, or in His names and attributes. One of the most important obligations is to know the meaning of shirk, its seriousness and its different types, so that our tawheed, or belief in the oneness of Allah, and our religion may be complete. In today's episode, we will discuss the actual meaning of shirk, its different types, how to differentiate between the two, and some tips to avoid them. If you have not followed us on Instagram and subscribed to our channel yet, don't forget to do it now and click on the bell button for more weekly videos. So the first question is, what is the meaning of shirk in Islamic terminology? In terms of Islamic terminology, shirk means ascribing a partner or rival to Allah in lordship, worship, or in His names and attributes. A rival is a peer or counterpart. Hence Allah forbids setting up rivals with Him, and He condemns those who take them as gods instead of or besides Allah in many verses of the Quran. Allah says, "Then do not set up rivals unto Allah in worship, while you know that He alone has the right to be worshipped." In the Hadith, it is narrated that the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "Whoever dies claiming that Allah has a rival, will enter hell." Now we know what shirk is. So now let's see. What are the different types of shirk? The texts of the Quran and Sunnah indicate that shirk and the ascribing of rivals to Allah sometimes puts a person beyond the pale of Islam and sometimes does not. Hence the scholars divided shirk into two types, which they call major shirk and minor shirk. Coming over to major shirk. This means ascribing to someone other than Allah something that belongs only to Allah, such as lordship, divinity, and the divine names and attributes. This kind of shirk may sometimes be outward, such as the shirk of those who openly worship idols and graves, or the dead or the absent. Or it may sometimes be hidden, such as those who put their trust in other gods besides Allah, or like the hypocrites. Then there are further categories or types of major shirk. Number 1 is, shirk may sometimes take the form of beliefs, such as the belief that there is someone else who creates, gives life and death, reigns or controls the affairs of the universe along with Allah. Or the belief that there is someone else who must be obeyed absolutely besides Allah, so they follow him in regarding as permissible or forbidden whatever he wants, even if that goes against the religion of the messengers. Or they may associate others with Allah in love and veneration, by loving a created being as they love Allah. This is the kind of shirk that Allah does not forgive, and it is the shirk of which Allah says, "And of mankind are some who take, for worship, others besides Allah as rivals to Allah. They love them as they love Allah." Or the belief that there are those who know the unseen as well as Allah. It is also shirk to believe that there is someone who bestows mercy in a manner that is befitting only for Allah, so He shows mercy as Allah does and forgives sins and overlooks the bad deeds of His worshippers. Number 2 is, shirk may sometimes take the form of words, such as those who make dua or pray to someone other than Allah, or seek His help or seek refuge with Him with regard to matters over which no one has control except Allah, whether the person called upon is a prophet, an angel, or some other created being. Or such as those who make fun of religion or who liken Allah to His creation, or say that there is another creator, provider, or controller besides Allah. All of these are major shirk and a grave sin that is not forgiven. And number 3 is, shirk may sometimes take the form of actions, such as one who sacrifices, prays, or prostrates to something other than Allah, or who promulgates laws to replace the rulings of Allah and makes that the law to which people are obliged to refer for judgment, or one who supports the unbelievers and helps them against the believers, and other acts that go against the basic meaning of faith. Now coming over to minor shirk. This includes everything that may lead to major shirk, or which is described in the texts as being shirk, but does not reach the extent of being major shirk. This is usually of two types. The first one is being emotionally attached to some means which have no basis and for which Allah has not given permission, such as hanging up things that they offer protection or that they ward off the evil eye. But Allah has not made them the means of such protection. And the second type is venerating or idolizing some people or things in a way that does not go so far as ascribing lordship to them, such as swearing by something other than Allah, or saying, were it not for Allah and so, etc. Then there are certain types of minor shirk. Minor shirk may sometimes take the form of outward actions, such as wearing talismans, strings, amulets, and the like, and other words and deeds. And sometimes it may be hidden, like a little bit of showing off. Number 1 is, it may take the form of beliefs, such as the belief that something may be a cause of bringing benefit or warding off harm, when Allah has not made it so, or believing that there is barakah, blessing, in a thing, when Allah has not made it so. Number 2 is, it sometimes takes the form of words, such as when they said, we have been given rain by such and such a star, without believing that the stars could independently cause rain to fall, or swearing by something other than Allah, without believing in venerating the thing sworn by or regarding it as equal with Allah, or saying, whatever Allah wills and you will, and so on. And number 3 is, it sometimes takes the form of actions, such as hanging up amulets or wearing a talisman or string to dispel or ward off calamity, because everyone who attributes powers to a thing when Allah has not made it so either according to laws of the religion or according to the laws of the universe, has associated something with Allah. This also applies to one who touches a thing seeking its barakah, or blessing, when Allah has not created any barakah in it, such as kissing the doors of the mosques, touching their thresholds, seeking healing from their dust, and other such actions. So the next question is, what is the difference between major and minor shirk in terms of ruling? The above refers to the difference between major and minor shirk, defining each and describing its types. With regard to the difference between them as far as the ruling is concerned, major shirk puts a person beyond the pale of Islam, so the one who does that is judged to be out of Islam, so he is a unbeliever and an apostate. Minor shirk does not put a person beyond the pale of Islam. Rather, it may be done by a Muslim but he still remains in Islam, but the one who does that is in great danger because minor shirk is a major sin. Sincere repentance is necessary to remove this sin from your record. Lastly, what are some ways or tips for Muslims to avoid shirk? What the Muslim must do is to avoid shirk in both its minor and major forms. The greatest sin in front of Allah is shirk and transgression against the unique rights of Allah, which are, for Him, to be worshipped and obeyed alone, with no partner or associate. And Allah has told us that He will not forgive those who do shirk, and He has forbidden paradise to them, as He says. Verily, Allah forgives not that partners should be set up with Him, in worship, but He forgives except that, anything else, to whom He wills. And whoever sets up partners with Allah in worship, he has indeed invented a tremendous sin. So the sincere believer's fear of shirk should increase as should his desire for his Lord to keep him away from it, and he should say the great dua which the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, taught to his companions when he said to them, shirk among you will be more subtle than the footsteps of an ant, but I will teach you something which, if you do it, both minor and major shirk will be kept away from you. Say, I seek refuge with you from associating anything with you knowingly, and I seek your forgiveness for that of which I am unaware. We ask Allah to make our hearts steadfast in adhering to His religion until we meet Him, and we seek refuge in His might, may He be glorified, from going astray, for He is the ever-living. And Allah knows best and is most wise, and to Him is the final return of all. If you like the video, follow us on Instagram and don't forget to subscribe for more weekly videos.